Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to some EVE Online. And in this video I want to discuss the plans that CCP has concerning the structures in EVE Online. Now this is of course coming from the FanFest talk that was given about all of their plans, and honestly it's really taken over all of my theory crafting and all of my planning about what I want to do in EVE Online. I personally think it's pretty damn awesome. It's a lot more than what I expected when they were talking about a revamp or a possible post revamp, and so I want to quickly discuss this in this video. Now I'm not going to go over the entire dev blog, but I'm going to quickly grab it here. So we gotta go to the community website, then we'll go for dev blogs, and then we've got back into the structure. The entire talk is already available somewhere on YouTube. I've already seen it like 4 or 5 times, and I'm sure that CCP will actually also put that on their own YouTube channel at some point in the near future. But if you want to see that talk, it's really worth it. But it is of course basically just a talk about this entire dev blog, and I'm going to take some of my favorite points in this. And the first one right here is in the goals. It's actually the last goals, but encourage interaction between groups of players. So this is what I really like. I guess as far as I understand the plan, they also want you to have the ability to put the facilities that you put up in space available to other players, even if they're outside of your corporation or outside of your alliance. And of course, if that becomes taxable, that would be really cool. One thing to keep in mind, of course, all of this is work in progress. A lot of this is very high level, so nothing is set in stone at this moment, but I think it's really cool and definitely worth a look. So the biggest change, of course, is that could probably be done decently quickly once they come out with the first structure, is like a fitting window on your structures, so that you can have some weapon systems on there, some in the mid slots you can have some electronic warfare stuff, and then in the low slots damage amplifiers, or maybe some sort of tanking improvement modules, stuff like that. But the biggest change, of course, would be the service slots that will come over here, which will basically be the facilities that will become available, like manufacturing or research, you know, something like a lab or a copy lab or a manufacturing array. Also probably corp hangars, ship maintenance arrays. All of that will probably be replaced by these modules that you put in the service slots. And that will be very unique, of course, to the structures. And then we'll have rigs that will allow you to specialize in a few of those facilities that you put in the service, or services, of course. I shouldn't be calling them facilities, but services that you put in these slots. Let's say you could have a big bonus to your research or to your manufacturing through these rigs. So it's a very interesting system. It completely came out of the blue for me, but I definitely like the idea. What I also like is the scaling that CCP wants to implement. So going from small to extra large, with the extra large structures becoming like twice as big as the biggest outpost at the moment. That's really cool. You'll be able to anchor them anywhere in space, so not just on moons. Very nice. I think you can find some very fun places to put down something like a station, a mining station or something like that. I think that has a lot of potential for some cool stuff as well. And what I really want to show here as well, so this is about the sizes, is the concept art on this. Look at that. There should be, instead of just a POS, there should be several different structures that will be specialized in certain areas, for instance assembly arrays. But if it looks anything like this concept art, oh my god, that looks really cool. If there's some activity in there as well, I think this could be really cool to own some of these. Then we'll also have research labs. Obviously, I think that feels pretty research labby, you know, something that I would be turning there with lots of lights and activity, people doing the research for you. So that sounds looks very promising in my book as well. And this one I find very interesting too, market and office hubs, especially the market part, because what attracted me the most when I heard that the goal that they said, we want other players outside of your corporation and outside of your alliance to also be able to play a part or to take part in the activities on your own structure. And then you have something like a market hub if you could tax that, if you could do trading there and you could tax that for your own corporation, that could be so huge and so much fun. That is something that I definitely want to explore, check out, and if it is feasible, something that I want to try and have happen, you know. Have your own little market hub somewhere. That would be a good place. There are a lot of options that I can see, but my first reaction would be just put that right outside of Losec, and then have some cheap frigates and stuff like that they could just buy up. A corporation could come in, buy up a fleet, go roam, get out of there, and you would get a percentage from the trades that happen on your own station or your own market structure. I think that would be really cool. And that concept, I really love it. There were also plans, keep in mind, of course, work in progress, very high level, to have something similar with laboratories where they would spawn the data cores, but you could actually set it so that other players could pick them up and then just pay you a small fee for those data cores. I think that would be really cool. In fact, what I would love to see is that they try and implement this functionality in every different structure. I think that would be really cool if every structure could somehow promote interaction with people outside of your corporation, and that it could be beneficial to you, because as they use your facility, you'll actually get a little bit of income. That sounds really, really awesome. Then the drilling platforms, that could potentially be really cool as well. Have a drilling platform with some reprocessing and then a couple of assembly arrays as well, so that you can make stuff very quickly. Sounds pretty good, especially if it's in all sizes. So that's another one. Small, medium, large and XL. If all the different structures come in all of the different sizes, this could become accessible to anyone in the game. You could go for something small or medium, establish yourself in a C1 wormhole the way we did now, or just start out with something small, but you could work your way all the way up to something XL that would be 100 kilometers in length or in width or whatever. That sounds really, really awesome. And then of course there is the nullsec special structures as well, like the observatory arrays that could give you an advantage when it comes to intel and all of that good stuff. Plans for gates, of course. At some point we will get gates, and then administration hubs, which is sovereignty tied. And then advertisement centers. That sounds like something that I might want to have as well. So what I'm sort of hoping, the vision that I have personally, now there may be quite a bit of look at some of the concept for mooring here too. You know, I would love to be able to do that as well. But my idea, you know, if I go over this blog and all of these changes, these different structures, would be, I would love to have this little pocket of my for our own corporation, where I guess the biggest building would be a trade center, so that other people could come in there and sell and buy stuff, and I would actually get a little bit of money out of that. Then outside of that, I would have a few smaller installations so that I could offer pretty much any service in there. And then in the middle of that, I would love to have something like an advertisement center, you know, showing off the logo, whatever is possible there. But that sounds really cool. Of course, there could be limitations to how close you can anchor or deploy all of these structures and all of that good stuff. But that is my vision of how awesome this new structure system could be. I really want to go for that. In fact, with the mooring stuff, we have like plans as well, and we've made orcas for everyone so that we could do like the nomadic stuff but get all the different activities in a single ship. Could you imagine a big trade hub that would be co-central with maybe a delonewolf logo on that, and then you'd have the 4 orcas or 4 or 5 orcas from our corporation that would be moored right there, so you'd know, oh hey, the guys are there. And if we go out on a small trip to do some exploration or whatever, the orcas would not be there, but then we would come home and moor them on that structure, which would basically become our little part of space that we own, and where, well, it's all about incorporated. That sounds really, really cool. And to me, this is awesome. This has definitely completely changed my plans and the stuff that I want to go for now. I can't wait to have the first of these structures to explore all of the possibilities with this. Sounds really cool, and I hope, of course, that you're pretty excited about this as well. And on that note, I should probably end with the fact that CCP is looking for all of our feedback. so I will definitely have to do quite a bit of reading and try to give some feedback myself as well. But let's try and find the forum that was on, features and idea discussion, and over here they're asking for all your ideas and feedbacks about different parts of that huge dev blog about the structure revamp, like market hubs and drilling platforms. I want to do some stuff with the market hubs for sure, assembly arrays, observatory arrays, item safety mechanics, unstructured destruction. All of that stuff is right now, it's up to you to give CCP the right ideas to show them the possible problems and all of that. So yeah, head over to those forums and give your feedback. I actually think it's really important that you do this, because I see so much potential in this system, and I think if everyone works together on this and puts their minds together, we could come up with an awesome system that can be accessible for everyone. With the sizes, they've got a great idea there, and I really hope that we will start seeing some actual results on all of this very soon, because I can't wait for these new structures. It's something I'm definitely going to jump on. So yeah, there you go, guys. I quickly wanted to cover these. I'm just really excited about all of that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.